Hey, my happy shiny puppies. This is Melody Fletcher, your go-to for everything law of attraction and reality creation. And today I've got a treat for you. What follows is an excerpt from one of our live Q and A calls where people just like you, students just like you, were able to ask me questions and I answered them. And today you're going to get one of those. And as you see in the coming weeks, we're going to be rolling out more and more of these. And if you'd like the chance to be a part of one of these Q and A calls for free, then stay to the end of the video and I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that. All right, I'll see you on the other side. Bye.
So the big question is this: how do we, those of us who feel deep down that we're much more powerful than we've been led to believe, and that there is something to this law of attraction stuff, actually create our own realities? What's the process of simply stepping into the reality of our choice? What about those of us who need this process to make logical, intellectual sense? My name is Melody Fletcher. You've got questions about the technology of reality, and I've got the answers. Welcome to my channel where the law of attraction finally makes some freaking sense.
So I have a question about gambling on horses. So rather than saying that the professional gambler predicts which horse wins, is it correct to say that a successful gambler is an extension of the mysterious cosmic order and chaos? So he's plugged into a different dimension outside the linearity of time. The choices he makes are something he can focus on to bring it from the non-physical to the physical. But this sounds weird unless it is true that you send part of your consciousness to the horse you've chosen as you're watching the race. Or rather, is it that the winning horse in the future meets you in the present moment? So, and also in one of your blog posts related to Peru, you said you felt that you could hold the energy for the entire planet. And a successful gambler who focuses on horse gambling seems to be holding energy for both the human and animal consciousness. So what exactly does holding energy for the entire planet mean? And what does holding energy mean in the context of horse racing gambling? The second question is a very quick question. So there's this scale of empowerment, which you call the x-axis in one of your phone recordings, and also the y-axis, which says something like you can be joyously angry. So what is the z-axis? You mentioned that you were in the process of downloading. You didn't give it all away in the phone.
I still am.
Okay.
I don't fully understand the z-axis yet. I've had glimpses where I had perfect clarity on it, but I couldn't hold on to the clarity.
Okay.
And so it's still coming. There's more coming. I don't have a full explanation for you yet, which is why I don't teach it yet, because it's not helpful yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So I still don't. This is in the process of becoming, and it's, unfortunately I can't control it and kind of say, I'm going to do this in a day. It happens as it happens. We have the x-axis with the spectrum on it, and then we have the y-axis with the spectrum on it, and then there's a z-axis. And I think that is, we have to understand multidimensionality a little bit more before that really starts to come in and make sense. But honestly, it's not something that I have any real clarity on yet. It's just something I know exists, something that I have glimpses of that I know one time I fully understood it and went, and then it was gone.
Okay.
And I just got a glimpse of it, but I need to get there again. And I will teach it when I have it. So great question about the holding the energy and the horse gambling. So you have to understand that holding energy is not controlling other people. Holding energy for the world doesn't mean I control the world. Doesn't mean I have power over the world. Yeah? Holding energy. So we're going to talk about it like on a one-to-one basis. If I'm holding energy for you, that means I'm stabilizing my vibration as I focus upon you. So as I focus upon you, I want to, because it feels better for me, and it's also going to be more beneficial for you, I want to get into a vibration of seeing your power, of seeing your future bright, of seeing you, getting everything that you want, of seeing you being fully supported. Basically, I want to get into the vibration of your higher self and see you that way. Now, what does that do for me? Well, for me, it puts me in a nice, high, stable vibration that benefits me. What does that do for you? Well, it doesn't do shit to you if you don't let it. But what it does, it makes that energy more available. It strengthens that energy more. And so it makes it more available for you. And now it makes the choice for you to choose that frequency easier. So it's like bringing more light into the room. It's harder to ignore the light. It's easier to move towards the light because you can see it better, but you still have to choose to move towards the light. Nobody can do that for you. Yeah. So it makes it more available. So when I hold energy for the world, I get in touch with basically the highest version of the world that I can find. And I hold the energy for that and stabilize as much as I can and turn up my light as much as I can so that other people can find that energy more easily. And I'm not the only one doing that. There's a bunch of us doing that. Yeah, adding more light, adding more light, adding more light, which would make it easier for everybody else to wake up and see the light and move towards the light. They still have to choose to do it. You can't do it for them. That's free will. But it makes it easier. It makes it more accessible. It is not about controlling the world because now I'm the master of the world and now I can tell everybody what they should do. That's not like that. Yeah. And so when you are talking about horse gambling, it is an individual thing. The successful gambler who knows which horse is going to win, he picks the horse and it wins. Now that is a manifestation for him in that moment. He has to be a match to winning on that game, which means whatever that represents to him winning, he has to be a match to. He can't be blocking that in some way, thinking that he doesn't deserve it or thinking that gambling's wrong or whatever bullshit he might have in there. He's aligned with that win. So out of being aligned with that win, he's going to be inspired to know which horse is going to win. Yeah? And the horse doesn't have to tell him. The horse doesn't even consciously know. It's like he can see his own future based on the energy that he is projecting at this very moment. So the probability, the future is all probabilities, but some probabilities are stronger than others based on what we're doing with our energy. And this is all a psychic can ever read, by the way. There's no guarantee that what a psychic says to you, no matter how good they are, will come true. They can read probabilities. Yeah, that if you make a different decision, the probabilities change. And so sometimes probabilities are very, very strong. So based on the energy of this individual where they are now, if they can see their own probabilities, they can see, oh, this horse feels really good to me. I just have a gut hunch right now. Because they're aligned with the experience of winning, they're going to then be inspired to pick the right horse by seeing that future in some way. They just get some of that data, right? That probability that matches the energy they have right now. Whereas if you're matched up with losing, then you're going to pick a loser. Even if he's the favorite statistically, even if it's the best horse, you're like, this is a sure win. For some reason, that day he doesn't win, right? Because that's what you're aligned with. So instead of thinking, I got to be able to see all this stuff so I can make better decisions, the decision comes first. You make the decision that you're going to win. You get into that feeling. You clean up whatever energy you have, and you see what you're inspired to pick. Rinse and repeat. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes. So can you still influence the race after you place the bet, after you paid?
Yes, because you're not influencing the race. You're shifting into a reality where the outcome is what you want it to be.
Okay, so you're like, so like it's like there's a flux. There are many probable realities, and
yes,
you are aligning to the probability that the particular probability that you want.
Yes.
That you want to bring it to.
Yes, and that's why you can change the outcome even after it's already started, because you can just flip into a different reality where that outcome is there. So it doesn't matter if it's already started. But you might not believe that you can once it's already started, and that would hamper you.
Okay.
Yeah? If you don't think it's as likely, well, then it isn't. But that's you see, not the system. So, of course, you can change it. You could even change it in hindsight. You could change the past. That's a whole different discussion. Yeah? But you absolutely can. And you shift your energy. You shift it along because time doesn't really exist in the linear way that we think it does. So when you change energy, it changes the present, the past, and the future. That just goes all the way through. Yeah? So you absolutely can. It's what you believe that you can do that's really the limiter.
Okay.
Yeah. But it isn't about saying I'm changing the outcome for all these people. I'm switching into a different reality where that's the outcome. So that it really doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. Doesn't have anything to do with the horses, the other people who bet. It's just you. It's always just you.
Okay. Thank you.
Make sense? Good. That was a nice little down the rabbit hole question. Thank you, Deanna. I appreciate it. Great to talk to you again. Look at you made it all the way to the end of the video. Good for you. So if you'd like a chance to be part of these Q&A calls that we do for free, then all you have to do is get onto my email list. People on my email list get free gifts like this. In fact, I'll even give you another free gift for getting onto my email list, which changes periodically. So I'm not going to tell you what it is so that I can change it, but just check the description down below. Get onto my email list, get your valuable free gift, and you will be invited to take part of one of these Q&A calls yourself where you can ask me whatever you want. Sound like a good deal? I think so. So sign up now, get invited to Q&A call, and get your own answers. Until then, enjoy the videos every week. Thank you for bringing your light to the world. Bye.